false balance, right? The world is bringing their false garbage all day. Now it's time for us to put some weight on the scale. Scenarios. Hamashiach spoke in parables, remember? And those parables kind of made you enter into the story. You know, you got to see it. Like when we watch a good movie, it's almost like you're in the movie with them. You know what I'm saying?
Homie, who heart, ho hate, ho Yahawah in high regard. He who hunts heathens, who hold down the yard. He hella hard, escape clutches, picture real victims, stick you with punches. Balboa with my empress in the tempest like Noah. Go strict on wicked and swallow, got those like boas.
Pop up and you're gonna have all kinds of opportunities to pick and choose what you want to listen to. But one thing you got to do is you got to apply it. You know, King Sawan used to always say, we're gonna apply it. It's applicable. How do you make it work? So that's my whole sole purpose, is to help folks understand how to apply it. So I paint scenarios. Hamashiach spoke in parables, remember? And those parables kind of made you enter into the story. You know, you got to see it. Like when we watch a good movie, it's almost like you're in the movie with them. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to pull you into these scriptures and let you see that our people have been dealing with devils, our people have been dealing with heathens, and our people have been dealing with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with our brothers, and our own hearts are desperately wicked. So that's where the fear plays its part. You got to fight that fear. You got to cast down imaginations. Where you at?
The Apocrypha chapter, Judith chapter 5 verse 20.
Judith chapter 5 verse 20. Bring it out.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Their what?
Their ruin.
Their ruin. What does ruin mean? What does ruin mean? Ruin means it's a done deal. It's no good. Okay? If you have something and somebody ruins it, it's ruined. Read it again.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people.
What people?
Israelites.
Israelites. So if there's any error against these people, go ahead.
And they sin against their God.
And they sin against their God. That is our error. See, we're a set apart people. Again, according to Deuteronomy 7 and 6 and Romans 9, the covenant, everything's the law, all things apply to us. So if we step out of that and we err, that will be our ruin. Okay? And we already know, it's already proven itself. We're ruined. Some people can't even get this truth. Some people can't understand nothing. This to them is just words. This is spirit and life. We cherish the scriptures. It's everything to us. Read it again from jump.
Now therefore, my Lord.
Call it out.
Judith chapter 5 verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people.
Okay, so these are people that are not Israelites talking about Israelites. They figured out the formula how to get us. You know that? They know how to get us. That's why they slip pork in our food. They're Confederates, Psalms 83, right? They already know how to keep us down. That's why the hood is flooded with guns, drugs. That's why the clothes and the videos, everything is to destroy us, so we'll sin against our people so that we will be what? Ruined. All right? So why is this in the fearless part? Well, because if you stay out of that realm, you can move fearlessly. The only fear you're going to have is of Yahawah, which is a beautiful fear, an overwhelming fear. That's like, listen, if you went to the Grand Canyon, let's say me, Sawan, all the kings in the building, everybody, we've stepped to the edge of the Grand Canyon. Tell me we ain't gonna be like, that took my breath away, all right? Let me take a step back real quick because I can feel the wind on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling, whoa, that's the Most High, okay? When the Most High does something in your life, reverence comes over you. That's the type of fear, you know. Listen, we can't even breathe unless he gives us oxygen to breathe. The scripture says you can't even understand this unless he gives you understanding. Unless he sends the Ruach HaKodesh, You can't have this. So when this goes out to some people, it won't be nothing. I'll send this out to somebody, and it'll just be this Mexican dude talking about God. These brothers and sisters out here talking about God. That's all it is to them. You know, they God is their crutch because they're destroyed. So they call on God. My money. What is it, Ak? I think you said it. They trust in their riches. You got people trusting in riches and not God. We trust in God. And you know what? The Most High broke us so that we would be at a point where that's all we could do. All right? Trust on the Most High, Yahawah Hashem. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh. And in the name of Hamashiach, we're able to get this. Right, go ahead.
Finish. All right. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
See? That's a plot. That's like somebody saying, hey, as long as we do this, then we can get them. So they're Confederates, Psalms 83. And again, if you're coming into the understanding and barely just waking up to the truth, the Bible's full of this type of talk. Full of people trying to destroy us. How many captivities we've been in, Ox? 7? 7? Yeah, we in America right now, and then 7 is a completion, right? So we're wrapping it up. Now who's getting it? The heathens is starting to feel it. Now their world is turning into garbage. On the way here, all I see is homeless people. All I see is just garbage on the ground. Buildings closed down. You know, people walking around with masks. This planet is toe up right now. All right? What you got? Bring it up.
I'm getting 2 Maccabees chapter 8, verse 34.
All right. And if you're not familiar with the Maccabees, I'm going to ask King Karam to kind of just tell him a little bit about the Maccabees. What would you add, and so on, anybody, before you bring that out? Who are the Maccabees, King? Who would you say?
Khan. The Maccabees consist of Judah Maccabees, Mattathias, his father. Off the top of the head, who else could I say?
And what was their role in the book of Maccabees?
The role in the book of Maccabees was during the Greek captivity. One thing that we learned from the Maccabees is
Put my ark on the spot.
Yeah, you put your ark on the spot.
But you know, he knew those names. He knew the time. He knew everything. So I'm going to help out. The Maccabees were a revolt against the heathenization, the Hellenization that they was doing. They were disgusted. Okay, when we had Feast of Dedications, and you can check up that video, we had Feast of Dedications right here, and they were just defiling everything. Okay, and the Maccabees they were done with it. All right, and they went, and the Most High gave them victory. So I just wanted to set the picture right there for you in regards to the Maccabees. So he's going to pull from the Apocrypha, and he's going to read the Maccabees. Go ahead, King.
2 Maccabees chapter 8, verse 36. Thus he that took upon him to make good to the Romans their tribute by means of captives in Jerusalem.
Okay, captives in Jerusalem. Okay, there's history. Aki's go into the history, and they tell you those captives were Israelites. All right, and we know what they look like. Okay, we know who they were. Go ahead.
Told abroad that the Jews had God to fight for them.
Who? Who they have to fight for them?
God.
Okay, so we don't put trust in our own flesh, we don't lean to our own understanding. We need Yahawah to fight for us. Okay? We need him to do it. All right? Keep reading.
And therefore they could not be hurt, because they
could not be what?
Hurt.
Okay, what is this lesson called? Fearless. If you know you can't be hurt because Yahawah's on your side, what are you now? Read it.
Because they followed the laws.
Because they what?
Followed the laws.
All right, if you learn anything from this lesson of fearless, it's that. Read that part again. They will not be hurt because they what, son?
Follow the law.
Yes.
told abroad that the Jews had God to fight for them, and therefore they could not be hurt, because they followed the laws.
Matter of fact, they not only followed the law, you know what it says in the Maccabees? They were zealous for the
That
law.
he gave them.
They was on fire for the law. So the Most High rewarded them and gave them a victory in the middle of a serious captivity. All right? Those sickos was conquering the whole planet, right, Ak? Wasn't it, who was the one who was running around conquering, Alexander?
Alexander the Freak.
Right. Freak, yes. Butt naked on a horse with some leopard skin. I mean, he taught Rick James everything he knew, right? All right, pick up where you were at. Okay, you finished it? All right, praises.
2 Chronicles 20, verse 3.
Okay, you got 2 Chronicles? Or you are, no, we covered that. We covered that. Okay. So what else do we have? Is that the closeout on that?
Some of me in Exodus 14.
Let's let Son get on it. All right. Oh, what about that second okay, we got that. All praises, all praises. Okay, we're gonna close out with Exodus 14:14, and then after that, we're just gonna we're gonna put something on your table. We're gonna put it on your table for you to do exercises in being fearless. Yes, let's go.
Go to Exodus chapter 14, verse 14.
Bring that out.
The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
You shall hold your what?
Your peace.
Okay, so if you're holding your peace, are you losing your marbles? No, that's opposite, right? Chicken with a head cut off? No, you're gonna hold your peace. Read it again.
The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Nah, Lord, I don't need you to fight for me. I got this. Is that the mind state?
No.
No, it isn't. Read it again.
The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Now check this out. You might meet a guy who holds his peace, and the funk passed right by him, or the funk transferred to over there. You know, if you've grown up in the hood, let me just give you one testimony before I close out. When I was growing up in the hood, there were some people were scared of. Oh, you just don't mess with him. You don't mess with that family. You don't do that. You don't do that. They had respect. You know what I'm saying? They're for real, bro. They with the life. They with the business. Now, read that verse again.
The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
I don't care what kind of respect or what kind of whatever, the Lord is fighting for us. So I don't have to fear them. There was a situation in our neighborhood, and it was a female. Female started funk. Big time funk, where guns came out. And you know, in the hood, a female can start some funk. She go back, get her brothers. She go back, get her cousins. She put the 2 on the 10, all of that. If you don't let wisdom and knowledge be the strength of your stability in these times, you'll get wrapped up in that fear, and now you're funking with this crazy female in her family that she went and told a story to. So you got to be able to stand firm in that perfect love that casts out what?
Fear.
Yeah, perfect love casts out what? Fear. And what's the title of this story?
Fearless.
Fearless. And with that, kings, we're going to say this, and kings and princesses and everybody from the babies to the elders, we're saying this. Exercise your fearlessness. How can you do it? We're going to put it on the table. Anytime you see anything, and right now is a good time to exercise your fearlessness, because they throwing everything but the kitchen sink at your wig. And pretty soon you might just wake up and the kitchen sink is flying at you. You know what I'm saying? It's that bad. And it's going to get worse. So if you don't lock into this and become fearless, you're going to be fearful. And that's opposite. So let the scriptures we brought out embrace you. Let it caress you. Let him tuck you under his wing. And I'm going to be real with you. If you ain't with a body and you're in Sacramento, holla at us. Now, we will be real with you. Rebukes fly. We love each other. You know what I'm saying? We keep it 100, but this is the final word. Okay? And I'm going to let y'all know, I'm going to be putting Bibles out with leather crocodile skin soon, embroidered kings in the building. We love this word. We cherish this word. It's getting us through this time. It's the stability of the times. We know the beginning from the end through the scriptures because the Father had told us. And with that, kings, we're going to sign out with a big fat Kwam Yashala.